breaking news. Papoose confronts Remy Ma for threatening his new boo. That's what I ran across on the YouTube. So that's why I put something similar to that in the title. But I ain't hear Papoose say a word. I ain't hear Remy say a word other than social media doing what they doing. But I love this content, so I'm going to share it with you. So go check out Baddie's patio. You know what I mean? But I'm going to give you my perspective, my reaction. Let's get this thing moving. But before we go, I want you to know why we do what we do over here at Unique Mecca Audio. All right? This is for the youth. If we could stop one person from going down a life of crime, we succeeded. And right now, here's one of our success stories. If y'all got a success story, send a video, hold the phone sideways. When I say sideways, I mean like this, and record what Unique Mecca Audio have done for you. Since watching it, send it, and I'll put you up here and promote your page. Cause make sure y'all check out my man, Murder Moot. All right, let's get him going. Because y'all ain't ready for Murder Moot, man. You know, he keeps it 100. Here we go. All right, that's going to be the background I'm going to use.
Hey, what's going on, man? Murder Moot, Harlem, you know what it is, man. I just wanted to express how much gratitude I got for Unique. You know what I mean? I was telling him a story, telling him how I felt about, if anything was to go wrong with my career, if should be slow, and I got so many opportunities to be able to do the wrong shit. When I watch Unique Mecca Audio, I feel it, and I like to my soul, and that's keeping me farthest away from doing anything criminal. Anything criminal. He made me think straight, honestly. Made me think straight, because I've been watching him for about a year now, maybe. And it just took my mind way off of that. From a year ago, it got rough. For a year ago, yeah. And from watching this man, I just felt like, you saved me. You saved me. And I just want to show my gratitude, and I want to say thank you, man. Unique Mecca Audio, anything you need, brother, from me.
All right.
Anything you need, man.
All right.
Love.
All right, so this is what it is, right? This right here is Papoose confronts Remy Ma for threatening his new girlfriend. This is a video I found over on Baddie's Radio. I didn't see nothing in it that dealt with it, but the content was fire, so I'm going to give Baddies a round of applause. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the videos that people is making these crazy titles and crazy this. If the content is good, I'm going to, ignore the title, because I didn't hear Pap say none of that. And Pap from the Bronx, he might be a romantic dude. He might be but I love a dog dude, but he's a straight gangster. Before I begin, I'm going to tell you about one of my love a dog dudes. All right? This is going to be like a mixture of a prison story. I'm in Lone Park, California. Right? And I'm locked up in a shoe, you know what I mean? I'm waiting to get transferred, and they put me to cell with my man, Guy Williams from down in Charlotte. If anybody know Guy Williams, he should be home by now. Tell Guy Williams to hit me up, right? So me and Guy Williams in the cell, right? I'm even gonna say his name, so he could come up here and dispute this, and you can hear this Lilliputious excuse he got for being a love a dog dude. Dudes be love a dog dudes and just don't want to admit it, right? I'm in a hole. A little youngin' hear me talking through the vent. I'm talking my trash, through the bars. Everybody listening, late night. It's like 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? Right now, we gonna add some music to this. I wanna add some music to this. You know what I mean? While I tell this story, right? Because is where we at. Just sit back, listen to the music, and listen to this story. I'm in a hole in Lum Park, and we laid back in the cell late night, all the lights out. I'm in a single cell. I'm laying up with my head towards the bars, and everybody else bars is going down there. And I'm yelling out the, vent, and I'm telling about all the different types of women I had. You know what I mean? They'd be like, yo, what's Russian sex like? Be like, yo, that joint cold, man. I had this Russian girl. As soon as I put it in, my joint froze up like it was icicles. And everybody busts out laughing. Then dude might say, yo, what was an Asian girl like? You done had all the girls. I'd be like, man, Asian sex, instead of going straight up and down or straight in like we know here in America, that joint go like sideways. You know what I mean? So that makes it tighter, and you gotta push more. You see her eyes open, and they like, oh, you crazy. So while we talking, it's a young boy just come there because they had a big riot over there at Talladega. Talladega is like a low over there in Long Beach where Snoop from, right? They had a riot over there with the blacks and the Mexicans. Young black dudes came in, was fire. I'm gonna talk a little faster, speed it up so I get back to REMY for all you rat bastards that don't understand what this is about. This is about ride. All right, so check, right? So they had a big ride over there with the black dudes in Serrano. So now here can the black dudes come in. I get the black dudes on my range, and the other ranges, they might, put the Serranos, and they kept them separate. And we up there, and it's a young boy. He heard me talking trash. He's about 22. Never heard nobody talk crazy like that. This was in 2001. So at this time, I must have been like 38. You know what I mean? I was about 38 at the time. And he was 22. So as I'm talking all this trash, I say, man, I met this girl while I was over there in Talladega, and I want you to meet her mother. You know what I mean? Because the mother always talked trashy all in my business. So he put me on the mother. I wrote the mother a letter. I stayed up that night, and I wrote the mother like a 5-page letter. And this is on the legal pad. This is what you call legal pad in the prison, right? I wrote her a 5-page letter on a note paper like this, right? But I put some of the most powerful, unique words down. When the joint got there, it took about 4 or 5 days. Right? I said, yo, youngin', what's up? Mom ain't get my letter? He said, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, she got it. She said when she got it and she saw it, because this is 2001, I was just learning to read and write. I just got my GED in 98, so I didn't even know how to write yet. So she like, oh, I got it, but she thought it was a letter from her daughter, because the handwriting was so bad. How old's her daughter? She said 9. I said, what? I write like a 9-year-old chick? And we all start laughing, and they riding me, And then dude said, yo, but you got a dog, California dude. He said, yo, you got a dog. I said, oh, man, I'm good now, So I start writing. Next thing you know, she start coming to visit me. Everything is good. She's doing what she's supposed to do, if y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean? When you're in the prison. So I'm getting ready to leave to get transferred back east. So I put my man, Guy Williams, that's in the cell with me, on her sister. He getting in the joint with the sister. And by the time I leave from Lum Park to get to Oklahoma, because you got to go from Lum Park to Oklahoma, on a plane, and they do what they call a holdover, and you wait till the day of the week when whatever prison you're going to, plane is loaded up with all the people coming from all over to the Midwest to go where they need to go. So I'm trapped in that situation. As soon as I get off the plane, and the plane ride was about 2 hours to get checked in. 4 hours later, I get on the phone, and the girl mad at me, say, man, I ain't talking no more. You the dog, you left me. You going back east to be with your girl. I said, hold up, I never told you that I wanted a relationship. She said, nah, I know, but still, you going back east to be with a girl. I said, yo, I told you I had a girl. She said, yeah, I know, but you going back east to be with a girl. I said, yo, so if I told you that, you knew that, so we ain't got no business saying none of this. Is just shut the heck up, and I ain't trying to hear that crap. You know what I mean? But anyway, long story short, I asked her, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, where did this come from? She said, oh, no, God told me that you was leaving to go back east to be with your girl, and you was just blowing smoke up my blah, 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 blah. I said, God told you that? She said, nah, he didn't tell me. He told my sister, because I put Guy on her sister, and that's why we don't put dudes on our family members or close friends, because you don't know what they're going to do. But when he did that, he done went and told her. So she comes now, said, my sister said. But long story short, I wound up losing the chick, right? But we in the hole in Lum Park, and that's how we passed our time. Then I ran into my man Guy over in Victorville in 2007, 2008. If you want to know what happened with that, put it in the comments. But let me start this joint. Been on here long enough telling you about my stories. Let's get to this joint. But first, let's take the beat out. All right? And let's get my man Geechee Gotti talking about Remy Ma. Then we're going to react to Papoose confronts Remy Ma for threatening his new girlfriend.
If you fucking this nigga, just tell him stop spewing the business. Right. If thought you was fucking the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, Pap and Rem. Yeah, that's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. Wouldn't even think that y'all marriages still have to go through them stages. Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. They held you down in prison for 6 years. It was nice that you had a big
Now we got to address the elephant in the room. Like Geechee went crazy. You know, the whole, can we even talk about the whole Easy to Papoose now that he don't talk as much as they talked on the stage?
Who, Geechee?
Yes.
His third was the blogs for the past 54 months.
The blog, okay.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay.
Yo, don't Remy sound a little uncomfortable? Remy, that don't sound like the Remy I know. Hey, Remy, let me get some advice, right? This is my advice. My opinion don't mean nothing. I'm not a big star. You're a big star. I'm just a little YouTuber now. Just be you. Tell us how you really feel. Because me, it's just me. This is how I feel you really feel. Yo, I got locked up. Dude was on my strap. You know what I mean? I dealt with him. I had other dudes that I was really more interested in. I even know one of them, but I'm not even going to say the name. But I got other dudes I was more interested in. But you what's out here, and you're what's here right now holding me down while I'm getting ready to do this charge. So I'm going to deal with it. You know? But I'm just not into you. You know what I mean? Pap, no disrespect. Didn't want to take that. Pat felt he could win her over with what he called and coined black love. But the thing is, when you're dealing with a female from the street, they don't want black love, my brother. They want that unique love. They want you to tell them while you riding down the street and you feeling good. They want you to tell them straight up, damn, I'm feeling good. You know, yo, let's pull over in that mall parking lot and, get in the back seat. You know what I mean? That's what she wants. Now, you get the civilian time chick, that just be chilling. They might sit there and they'll tell you something lame like, it's kind of nice out, but let's go to the mall. Yeah, the mall for what? I just want to go to the mall. But the mall on the other side of town, but instead of her just saying, yo, let's go to the mall so we can climb in the back seat and do what we got to do. You know what I mean? That's what Remy Ma wants. But Papoose sat there and he wanted to tell about how it's getting ready to rain. He wanted to get the car out the rain and he wanted to go in the mall, But any real dude from the street, they want a female, right? And it's for the ladies. So you understand, when you're dealing with a dude in the street, you riding down the street with your man and you're feeling good. You know how in the movies they start like they yawn and put the arm around, the person's neck on the back of their headrest. That's the movies. Real life dudes from the street. We just tell them straight up, yo, come here. And put an arm around the neck and throw on the chokehold, lay her head on the chair. You gotta do it aggressive. She ain't gonna respect it if you don't do it aggressive. And I know you, rat. It's quick to say, oh, you're too aggressive. No, that's what they want when they from the street. Especially when they look like a dime. They want you to just throw your arm around the neck and say, come here, stop this mess. They don't want you to argue back and forth with him and try and argue your point. You got to tell me, I ain't trying to hear that. When they go down somewhere you don't want to go, that you know it's going to take you and that, other person somewhere else. Ladies, just tell them straight up, yo, I ain't trying to go here. But I saw you out with such and such the other day. My girlfriend saw you. I don't hear This is not the time for it. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. And that's what we do from the street. We're going to deal with the issue, but not right now. You hear that, ladies? Put that aside. If the dude says, I don't want to hear that, you just say, okay. But that don't mean that you bury it. You bring it back, but you bring it back when it's ready. Say, yo, you ready to talk about what I mentioned in the car before I pulled over in that little mall parking lot and we got in the back seat? You know what I mean? And then he'll pull out a spliff. And he'll take a couple of puffs, get good and right, and say, all right, go ahead, boo, what's up? My girlfriend told me she had pictures of you when you were in the club. Your niggas girl thinking you about buying bottles at the bar, and you know, be like, yeah, all right. You know, and that's how you respond. Okay, yeah, all right. And, like, where do we go from here? No explanation for that. If you was at the bar, you was buying girls bottles, you were doing whatever you were doing, you just say, okay, and where do we go from here? End the story. You see how that just dead everything with all the social media thoughts? It just, you know? And yes, that is our version of not wanting to deal with the issue. We messed up. We claim that. We apologize. We want to move forward. But you say, well, you never apologize. Yo, my actions by not feeding into it is apologizing. Because I'll be disrespecting you if I tried to clarify why I was buying females bottles at the bar. It's not your business what I do with my money. It's just your business what my image reflects on you. And that's it. So therefore, if any of you ladies don't agree with what I'm saying, think what I'm saying is being creepy or whatever you want to think it is. That's your prerogative. Put it in the comments. That's what Unique Mecca Audio is about. I'm just telling you how it is on the street. We say we don't want to deal with it. End of it. Done with that. Let's play this video because y'all might not be ready for this, man.
Okay. But he was, I don't know if you, how comfortable or uncomfortable you were with him standing there just saying all of this to you.
Listen, it's battle rap. I knew when I got in here, like I done been to 1,000 battles, seen the battle of turns, say something to bleed, say something to smack, like so I'm used to it.
But you wasn't expecting your business to be exposed like that, Remy. Stop it, man. Remy, I respect your gangster, official Bronx Boogie. Once you put that cap in up, I knew you was down. You know? And y'all can hate me for saying it, but I'm just letting you know what it is. You feel somebody took something, you already know what it is. We got a thing, let's ride. We got a thing in Jamaica, like I said before, called discipline. Somebody takes something from you and you love them, you know, you don't want to kill them, but you have to discipline them. You're a soldier in the war. You don't want to shoot him in a vital area. So you discipline him by just shooting him in his leg and hope you don't hit a blood vessel and he bleed out. You know what I mean? But if that sounds funny, crazy to you, you can't comprehend where I'm coming from, that means you on the right path. Don't get involved in the street, because that's how simple it is. Dude violates you, and then you put one in his leg and tell him, don't do that blood clot no more. See? Because me don't want to have to, you know, dead Joe. And that's how it is. That's why I say don't get involved in the street because you don't want it. But Remy, stop that. Just tell it straight up. I met Pap, you know what I mean? I had other things going on. He's the one that was willing to do the bid. So I gave in to him and I allowed him to do the bid with me. Was I ready to marry him? No. Was he ready to marry me? Yes. Did he propose? Yes. Is he a romantic dude? Yes. Is he the greatest man you ever met? Yes. Because Pap is that dude. Because he's with Black Love. But like I said, the women from the street don't want Black Love. They want that gangster love. They want you to be real raw. Come on, man. We play this show, man. Y'all ain't ready for this.
It's like, it's to be expected. It's not the first time somebody said my name in one of the rounds, but
Right.
Battle rap. I like it.
Y'all remember how Remy Ma was still out here running her mouth on IG defending herself for cheating on Papoose when everyone and their mama was dragging her for stepping out on her devoted husband? Well,
And that's where Remy Ma should have just said, yo, mind your business. It don't cost nothing to mind your business. So y'all rappers and entertainers and R&B singers and whatever you want to be, when they call you up on them platforms and they ask you to speak on your indiscretion or something you ain't proud of or you knew you shouldn't have done but you did, you just tell them, yo, mind your business. Just look that interviewer in the face and say, yo, you know what? Unique Mecca Audio told me to tell you, mind your business. My man Boogie Black got a song, right? Big shout out to Boogie Black. Big shout out, big shout out to Boogie Black. Boogie Black got a song called Mind Your Mother Effing Business. And that's what y'all podcasters need to be told when you ask questions don't know. Like they get mad at Vlad. Oh, you know, man, Vlad is a police, Vlad did that, he asked him this. No, you didn't have to answer that. I'm not defending Vlad, because I know the rat bastards. You're always defending him. No, I'm just saying. Somebody asked me a question. When I went on Queen's Flip, when I came on my first video, I told Queen's Flip straight up, yo, ask me something stupid. We're going to turn this joint up, and we're going to break every camera in here. So it's up to you if you want to break every camera in here, or you just let me know now if you're trying to fight. I didn't know Queen's Flip. I didn't know he was just a funny dude. But I mean, I'm just coming home, and when I meet somebody, I let them know where I stand at. And right now, that's my nephew. Love him to death. He taught me a lot about YouTube and how to. I could call Queen's Flip right now if I get the dude on the phone. Because, you know, right now he with Joe Button. He big time on, you know, major podcasts. But when I was able to get him on the phone, I'm trying to call him today. Just see if he answers, and I'll let you know tomorrow. When I was, before Joe Button, you know, I mean, I'm not saying he got bougie or nothing, but he's, you know, he big time now. But before Joe Button, yeah, he not bougie, but he big time. You know, I gotta keep saying he's not bougie, but he big. You know, Queen Flip not bougie. That's one of the realest dudes I know. I watched him when he went to one of the islands to go visit somebody that got deported. I don't remember who it was. Queen's Flip, man, I love him to death. He gave me my start. If y'all didn't see the video, he labeled me the cockiest kingpin, and it's Queen's Flip episode 160. I might play it on here and do a reaction to it with y'all. I'm going to do a live reaction to that joint with y'all. You know, but anyway, if you want to put it in the comment, let me get back to this, man.
Well, the affair with Easy to Block Captain was the last straw for Papoose. And even though it took a minute, Papoose rose from the despair, and he has since moved on to another woman who he is seemingly much happier with. And word on the street is that Remy Ma has been pretending to be happy with her new man, and she's been secretly stalking Papoose's new boo with fake IG accounts and threatening her to leave her man alone.
Now, how would anybody know that but Papoose? And I know Papoose is not going to put their business out there because he's for black love. But social media running with it that Remy stalking him, Remy this, Remy that, Papoose this, Papoose, you know, he confronts you know, Remy Ma because she did me pregnant girl. Pap ain't on that. He down with black love. That's just a straight romantic gangster. That ain't me. There's Pap. But that don't stop him from being a gangster. He's just what we call a romantic gangster. I keep romance out. When I get with a female, I don't want to be romance. I just want to bang, 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 and get out. After we done having sex, right? After we have sex. Yeah. It's like after we do what we gotta do to bed, right? The female is laying there, she rubbing the, you know, the hairs on your chest, and she's telling you how much she love you, and she's thinking about y'all gonna get in a relationship, y'all gonna get matching wedding rings and matching, you know, unique Mecca audio sweatshirts and man time, woman time caps and all that, right? That's what she's thinking. But then we're just thinking, when I'm gonna get my next conquest. I've been trying to hit Susie for a minute. You know what I mean? I've been trying to hit Susie for a minute, and she ain't give it to me yet. And I'm wondering why I ain't get this yet. I don't know. I just need to spend a little bit more time with Susie. And then I look over to my right, and here go the shorty that I just bust a nut with, and she think we in a relationship, and I'm thinking how to get Susie. That's what we do when we on the street. That's how we move when we on the street. I know this is funny. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. So he's laying there. He's laying there, right? Yo, dude is laying there, right? On some real man, yo. He laying there and he's thinking, damn, I'm trying to bone the crap out of Susie. Susie got a gap on it that I knew I fit in. She bow-legged. And the whole time the female is laying her hand on, playing with the hairs on his chest, and she's saying, oh, we're gonna get matching BMWs, but we're gonna start with the matching, unique Mecca audio jackets, And he's thinking, yeah, maybe if I get Susie a unique Mecca audio jacket, she'll give it to me a little faster. But you see how they both having different thoughts? That might be a little bit too much for you. Let me get back to this Remy Ma situation, because we was riding. All right, let's go.
And yeah, Papoose is done with the BS. He's trying to keep quiet for the sake of their kids and family, but Remy Ma keeps poking and poking that bear. Perhaps Remy Ma thought that her marriage with Papoose was gonna be the chaos that Kurt Frost and Rashida dwell in.
Yo, what are they saying about Kate Frost and Rashida? Why are they talking about Remy poking the bear? Did anybody hear Remy say anything to poke the bear? Did anybody hear Papoose say anything to poke the bear? But everybody's making all these social media joints and they creating this, what they call conspiracy theories about Remy and Pap. Remy official. Pap official. It is what it is. We're not going to change nothing. We're just going to keep moving the way we move it, because that's how we do over here at the Mecca. Now let's get back to this video.
And she'd be able to go out, do whatever she wants, and come back to a faithful man at home. But as loyal as Pap was to her, he ain't about that life.
I never cheated on nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
I said she never cheated on nobody, that nobody would be Papoose.
Cheated on.
She ain't lying. Let's ride. I know I had it on mute. Let's do what we got to do. I just didn't want you to hear what I had to say about that, because that wasn't for YouTube. But check it out, right? Remy ain't never cheated on nobody. Remy was never committed to the relationship, so she wasn't cheating. Papoose now was committed, so if he do something, he'll be cheating because he gave his undying love and oath to this woman that he loves. All the woman got to do or say back is, I do. You do what? That's where it come up. You cheated. You married me. You told me you wouldn't break the vows. I didn't, but you cheated. But you said I do. And then she asks him, I said I do what? And then that's where he go into be with me through love and thickness and everything that the preacher said. The preacher said that. I didn't say that. I'm just here because you got the bag. Not saying Papoose and Remy, just give me all scenario. I'm just here because you got the bag. You own a big record company. You got all this money. You got this movie company. And I need a piece of that. But that don't mean I want to be with you. But yes, I want to be with you when I want to be with you. And when I don't want to be with you, I'm going to find someone else to be with. But like Jay-Z said in the song Cry, I might be just screwing those hoes. But I'll be right back. All right.
On nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Who nobody has seen her with in like a year and a half. So people don't believe her. Something happened. But Papoose, as we all know, is a real man, so he wouldn't be the type to come out and be like, yes, you did, unlike EEG. But she sounded defensive, which is never a good way to sound. So either the comments really got to her, or it's true.
And it's really sad how she didn't realize just how much she had taken their relationship for granted until he was more than ready to step away from the situation. And word on the street is Pap is very happy. He never saw himself being with another woman other than Remy, but now that he's out from under her, life is looking pretty good for him. And your girl Remy ain't handling it well. It looks like the Temu version of Pap ain't doing it for her no more, and the little battle rapper that she was messing with, Bad News, doesn't seem to have the time or energy to hold her down the way Pap did.
You know, the conversation that she spoke about when I said, I'll marry you, it was like a bad time because she was basically on trial. And that particular day, she was very upset. And she was saying things like, you know, nobody's going to be there for me. Nobody's going to support me. I'm going to lose the case.
See right there? See, I got to stop that. Pap, I love you, Pap. Listen, when I was locked up, and I'm talking to people on the phone, they kept telling me about this kid named Papoose was out there tearing up the mixtape joint. He had a joint called Law Library. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try and get you the instrumental and let you really hear who Pap is. Pap put that career on hold, and Pap was fire. I would love to get Pap to do a intro song for me. Pap is fire. Let's get that straight, right? But he put his career on hold to be with her, and he's what they call in psychology mollifying. Mollifying is when you make an excuse to make a wrong right. Papoose, you was wrong for thinking she wanted to marry you. You knew she didn't want to marry you, and you're giving what we call straight up excuses why she didn't want to marry you. It wasn't the right time, it wasn't the right day. Your dog, she just wasn't into you. And then that's when Papoose respond. Not a disrespect to him. Y'all put in the comments, what Papoose gonna respond when we tell him, yo, dog, she's just not into you. But I love her, dog. You know, come on. Stop it, Pap. Yo, Pap, my number's on the screen, 917-680-9091. Call me. You know what I mean? And that's where that's at. Stop it, Pap. She's just not into you. She told you that when you just gave these mollifying excuses. I'm just going off your words now, what I hear you saying, breaking this down from the unique Mecca Audio Psychology. Make sure you go to Mecca Audio TV and subscribe and watch a couple of videos. I just got monetized. Round of applause. All right, relax. I just got monetized over there. I got my 100,000 subscriber plaque over here. Could we get 100,000 over there? I'm going to be doing different things right now. I'm just sharing videos from here, putting them over there, things like that. Just go watch it for a couple of minutes. Give me a little watch time. Now, so, Pat, stop it. She's just not into you, dog. You don't need to make excuses why she don't want to marry you. From they say no, no means no. No don't mean no because. No is no. There's no because behind no, Pap. And to all of y'all listening, there's no, listen, let's ride. This is something I learned in psychology, right? What I learned in psychology is one of the things I learned was that we try and justify our wrongs because of our pride and ego. And we don't use our intelligence because at that moment we're functioning off of emotions. You must know how to control your emotions. Papoose, you didn't want to get mad, so you made something up to justify why she just wasn't into you. Stop it. Stop it. Let's finish this.
And I was trying to assure her, like, yo, you're going to win the case. You're not going to blow trial. I didn't think she was going to lose the case because the stories were so inconsistent and the case to me was a bull case. And she just kept shooting me down. So I was like,
See, he thought the case was a bullcrap case because he was emotionally connected to the victim. But you know when a girl says she took my purse, I thought I took her money. I didn't take her money and I gave her 2 caps to the gut. 1 cap to the gut, whatever it is. That's pretty compelling, my brother. Everything else you're saying is just showing that you was emotionally and rightfully so connected after the woman that you loved because you're dealing with black love. And what do we say to black love? But I love a dog.
I'll marry you. And she flipped on me.
Yeah, you see that?
And
Listen.
honestly, I don't think it was the reason for her flipping on me was what she said. The reason.
See, you see what I'm saying? He don't believe the reason why Remy flipped on him was the reason that she said. So forget what she's saying. I'm gonna tell you what she mean. No, this is what you want her to mean in order for you to move forward with your bruised pride and ego. That's for any man in this situation. It's not just for Pap. And that's my exception or conception from my psychology training.
The reason why I think she flipped on me was because I took it like, and I felt like she's been lied to in the past, and men have such a bad reputation for not keeping their word, for not being loyal, for not being there for no one when they're going through hard times, and just not being faithful or loyal to their lady. And I felt like she looked at it like, you're full of shit. Like, you're not gonna marry me, you're not gonna be there for me. And that's why she lashed out.
No, she didn't lash out because of that. Pap, stop the bull crap. Pap. What are you doing, man? Stand up for us. She just wasn't into you. That's it. Face the facts. She just wasn't into you. No disrespect, but you sound wimpish right now. Stop it, Pap. Please stop it, Pap. My number getting ready to come up on the screen. Somebody tell Pap to call me, man. So we could sit down and we could tighten this, black love thing up. You need to balance the black love with the gangster love, with the unique love. You're supposed to say, all right, you don't want to marry me? All right, bend over. Let me get a back shot. You know what I mean? So I know you still love me at least. You don't want to marry me, but you love me. Bend over. Let me get a back shot. That's how I would have handled that. Oh, you don't want to marry me? All right, bend over. Let me get a back shot. Because obviously that's all we into right now is lust. You obviously don't love me because you don't want to marry me. So bend over. Let me get a back shot. That's how it's handled on the street. So if you don't like what I'm saying, if it's too harsh for you, don't go on the street. Because we got to suck it up, man, and know when they just not into us. Let's get this thing moving, man.
That was the only rational reason I could think in my head. Like, why did I just get flipped on for damn near proposing? You know what I mean?
Now that her son is being...
He said he got flipped on for damn near proposing. If that's not a sign, Pap, is that not a sign? Ladies, put in the comments, is that a sign? Homies, put in the comment, is that a sign? You ask somebody to marry you and they flip on you. Oh, I'm going through court. I'm going through this. I'm going through that. My life is just a wreck right now because I'm trying to go this because you owe me a couple of dollars. And now you sitting, you start asking me to marry you. Oh, you so evil. Whoa. Somebody tell me. All right, but anyway, let's get back to this, man.
Being charged with first-degree murder, and the chances of him going to prison are sky high. Sources say that Remy is starting to miss the support and loyalty that Papoose gave her. With her son heading to court to fight for his freedom, it seems like she has no one in her corner. She thought she'd be okay with Pap gone, but seeing him love another woman the way he loved her is really rubbing her the wrong way.
All right, say stop it. Hold on, let me change the scenes on this. We got to keep this one on it. And let me get close and talk to you, right? Y'all stop it. You understand? Remy didn't care about seeing him with somebody else, being with somebody else, or whatever. All Remy wants is her. See how to put this so y'all can understand it. All Remy wanted was her cock in the bank back. You know what a cock in the bank is? A cock in the bank is known that when you go home, if you can't get nothing when you out there, you go home and you get that cock. But when you go out, you're looking for other cock. If you don't get nothing, you go get that cock. So Remy is asking for her, no disrespect, just keeping it street, cock in the bank. Back. Gunshots. Can't get no more realer than that. If you're in your emotions, that means that you're on the right path to being a good citizen and you believe a dude is going to be loyal to you and a woman is going to be loyal to you. Pap, she's just not loyal to you because she's just not into you. She's grown. Before she met you, she knew other dudes and females. Not saying that she's into females, but knew other dudes and females. Not saying that she's into females. So if you propose that she flip, she's just not into you. Alright?
And word on the street also is that she started stalking Pap's new girlfriend, messaging her with fake accounts and running her mouth about how she likes to fight and box.
Yo, his girl look pretty good, dog. That's his new girl, y'all. Put in the comments, that's his new girl.
Because Pap's new girl just so happens to be a boxer.
Yeah, I really be feeling like every now and then somebody needs to get the... What you talking about?
And you see how they make it like she's talking to Pap's new girl, the boxer, when somebody just asked in a comment, how do you feel about fighting? And she said, sometimes they just need it. And they done switched that all up on social media and made it that Remy Ma is challenging Pap's new girl. Welcome to social media. I had to learn this the hard way.
Not Tara talking about they still beefing. Yes, they ain't fight yet. They gotta fight. Like, people like, oh, fighting is beneath me. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, no, it's not.
And you 100% right. Because you never know when a young dude want to jump out there. That's why every day I get up, take my dog Kilo in the backyard, and I get my pull-ups and push-ups in, and I make sure when I leave out, everything is with me that I need to have with me to be able to protect myself from those that might feel that 60 is too old. Tyson should have never gotten a fight in the ring with Jake Logan. Go watch the Jake Logan commentary that I did over there, man. All right?
What are you talking about? It cancels a lot of problems. I don't care. I don't care. If you know you little, don't with people.
I know little girls that beat big girls' ass. I know little dudes that beat big dudes. Let's stop it. Stop it. Sounds good though, Remy.
That's bigger than you. Like, what you talking about? I don't have no sympathy for you. Oh, well, you knew you was little and you knew she was big when you was talking shit.
So what you saying, Remy? Let's get this right. So we're not supposed to have no sympathy for you if this smaller woman than you, not saying Pap's new girl, but if some smaller woman grabbed you, body slammed you, and dropped you all on your head and snatched your weave off and kicked you in your face, we're not supposed to have no sympathy for you. You know, I like that. I like your gangster, Remy. That's Bronx all day. BX!
That's what just happened.
Honestly, it looks like Remy Ma is trying to back that woman in the corner and get her to react to the things that she's been saying about her. And the only reason, well, at least one of the reasons why it hasn't gone further than that is because Papoose is keeping the peace. He and Remy do have a young daughter together, and the last thing he wants is for her to grow up and see her parents fighting with each other in front of the whole world. But Remy Ma keeps acting crazy. How do you get to cheat on the man that held you down during your stint in prison with a poorly made lookalike of him, take zero accountability, and still expect for him to be there for you? Child, make it make sense. And Papoose is drawing the line finally. This new relationship is something that he wants to protect, and folks are starting to lose their patience with Remy Ma. Quote,
Man, what do you mean? What do you mean lose your patience? What is Remy Ma doing that y'all need to lose your patience? Remy's doing what a Bronx woman would do. She's handling her business. Remy from the street. Pap, tighten up, man. But I love a dog. Nah, we don't do that at the Mecca.
Remy Ma has a lot of nerve to even think that Papoose would be stupid enough not to move on with his life without her. She left Papoose for another man. She's mad because Papoose moved on well and found better, end quote. Quote, Remy is tacky, classless, masculine, and narcissistic. Remy never deserved Pap, end quote. And also, quote, so she thought he was gonna stay single? I'm happy for him, and I hope his new love treats him good, end quote. But I wanna know what you all think about this mess. Will Remy finally realize that Papoose is never coming back?
What do y'all think? Do y'all think Remy would realize that Papoose is never coming back, or you think that Papoose is coming back because he's a straight up, but I love a dog? Y'all let me know in the comments. Yo, Pap, get back to your music. Your music is fire. Now that you got the distraction of marriage and loyalty, because you're a loyal dude, man. And, get back to your music, man. That joint he got called Law Library. Y'all look up Papoose Law Library. That joint hit my soul when I heard it. Cop the book of Raw in Harlem. Do what you need to do. Make sure you go subscribe at Mecca Audio TV. Subscribe at Mecca Audio TV. I want to thank y'all. And just know the reason why we do this is
Hey,
straight
what's
up
going on, man?
right here.
Murder Move, Harlem, you know what it is, man. I just wanted to express how much gratitude I got for Unique. You know what I mean? I was telling him a story, telling him how I felt about, if anything was to go wrong with my career, rap-wise, if shit was slow and I got so many opportunities to be able to do the wrong shit. When I watch Unique Mecca Audio, I feel it, and I like to my soul, and that's keeping me farthest away from doing anything criminal. Anything criminal. He made me think straight, honestly. Made me think straight, because I've been watching him for about a year now, maybe, and it just took my mind way off of that. From a year ago, it got rough. For a year ago, yeah. And from watching this man, I just felt like you saved me. You saved me. And I just want to show my gratitude, and I want to say thank you, man. Unique Mecca Audio, anything you need, brother, from me.
All right.
Anything you need, man.
All right.
Love. Hey, what's going on, man? Mother.
Cheers, cheers, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.